Yeah, so about those links in Wolfe Glick's tweet logger. I unintentionally lied about them. Once again, some random guy 1785, thanks for pointing this out, because I didn't know that this was actually a thing. You know how you normally click on a link and you expect to be taken to the page it's supposed to open into? Well, for some reason, Imager isn't having that. What I have to do is copy and paste the links into a search engine so they can display properly. And even then, as you'll soon see, there's still issues. Just so you know, these links explain everything Wolfe Glick says about Case. Starting with the very first link, of course, where it shows a conversation he had with Case, where he accused Case of taking his team from a ladder. Case is the guy that Max here is upset about Wolfe Glick running out of the community, in his words, because he felt it was deflection away from his abusive friend Jake Major, and he also claims that Wolfe Glick is lying about this guy. As a result, Case got canceled instead of Jake, which is the motivation behind his animosity towards Wolfe Glick. Alright, this conversation is really long, so I am opting for an abridged version of everything that's being said here by simply scrolling through every bit of it. So feel free to pause if you need to keep up with the conversation. Told ya. By the way, I will be providing these links to you. Just make sure you post them in your address bar so they can display properly. And at all, for that matter. Alright, in this link, Wolfe Glick talks about Case telling multiple people publicly about his plans to go after Wolfe and why. I know you don't care what others think of you and that your salty wolf is mad at you, but I still want to follow you and would really appreciate it if you kept this garbage out of my timeline. Here's our buddy Case. Not salty and or sickly obsessed. He's an easy target who has been a dick to multiple people in many of my friend groups. Mute me if you want. No hard feelings. Alright, this next link is where Wolfe Glick talks about an incident where Case claims his harassment of Wolfe Glick was justified over some story about a girl who blacked out and got peed on. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're making up photoshops to slander people in the community now because you think you get to decide what is is and isn't enough support from another person, get out of here with this bullshit. Here's our buddy Case. Crusty. You're in a thread of someone calling out a community member of not doing enough publicly when your only public interactions with Black Lives Matter are using it to say the player who you've led a targeted harassment campaign on for over a year isn't doing enough to support it? Opportunist. Here's our buddy Case again. Sorry for leading a targeted harassment campaign against someone who tried to tell people I take home blacked out women and pee all over them, and proceeded to compare his harassment to Etika. What the fuck? I'm so sorry for him and not posting the ticket stubs of my donations. Crusty. And this is the rest of that conversation. I spent one weekend with Case. There were issues in recent times with Case, especially that Wolfe Point stuff, if that affects you. No idea if it does, but my assumption is it does. He bragged about taking a girl who was blacked out home. And peeing on her. Alright, this next link shows Case's Showdown username, which is Bling Blow. Statements shown in this pic do not reflect on my beliefs. I was curious to his beliefs, plus I really love women. In fact, my mother is a woman. Are women just cum dumpsters for the beagle to inseminate? I get girls pregnant. Susan B. Anthony ain't die for women to click rock slide with this confidence. Feminism took a hit today. Got set back 73 years after my set. Here's the response to that. I hate women, don't forget that. I love women, in fact my mother is a woman. And this is the end of that. Next up is this link. Since these speak for themselves, I'm just going to scroll right through them. Alright, when a female Twitch subscriber of mine was discovered by the VGC community, the following interaction ensued. This is that interaction. He even jokes about his old tweets about feminism. I don't know many people who make mistakes they sincerely regret and then go on to joke about them. Maybe I should go back and explain my old Susan B. Anthony tweets. And finally, additionally, as you can see from the screenshots, what Case actually said is very different than saying supersonic sky strike. I hope I don't need to explain the irony in Case using women coming forward with sexual assault stories as a defense. If you don't think it's been a witch hunt, these same people claimed I made a bomb threat in the Pokemon Showdown room because I said I'd supersonic sky strike London too if somebody brought a Gyarados and sent it to the Pokemon Company International legal team. I've said some bad things out of genuine anger online, but these people are piggybacking off of women coming forward and telling their stories of sexual assault to try and come out and vilify me once again. Wow, I promise these people will have more employees than mourners at their funeral. And here's our dear Bling Blow once again. So whatever Jake Major's story is, the abuser, it remains to be seen. I'm done here.